This article was originally written to help high school and college students with their studies, and for people in the workplace to help them make the best use of their precious day. You have been lied to. Time management does not exist, but task management does. People are always trying to make their lives more efficient by inducing time management. What a crock! The first thing to do is to clarify the concept. It is not time management. Time cannot be managed, sped up, slowed down, or altered in any way, but tasks can. The following are some common sense concepts on what you can do to maximize your day, to make it efficient, effective, and generally more enjoyable. No one can do it for you. Try to do it as best possible on your own. Use leverage wherever possible, but in the end, it's really up to you. It's kind of like ballet lessons. As soon as you're able to, let go of the bar and do it on your own 2 feet. The longer you allow people to help you with it, the harder it will get later in life. If there's just something you don't get, then find someone who does, someone you can trust, and someone that can explain it to you in a way that you will clearly understand. Find the right place. Away from people, away from noise, movement, the TV, and any other kind of distraction. Find a place where you can think without being disturbed. Find the right time. Some of us think better in the morning, some better after work, some better after dinner. Find and put aside the time slot that works best for you. Get in the right mood. Take a few seconds to relax and put your brain into study mode. If you're not in the mood to do whatever it is you want or need to do, you are wasting your precious time and effort. Retention and comprehension go down the toilet. It doesn't matter if it's something fun and frivolous or putting finishing touches on your thesis paper. It becomes very ineffective. Getting in the mood could be as easy as taking a deep, long breath and letting it out. Look forward to it. Okay, it sounds silly, but the truth is, if you look forward to something, no matter what it is, you will do better at it. Remind yourself of the positive outcome. Do you think you would be a better ballet dancer if you hated to take dance lessons? And it will make it go quicker. Notice how something is over so quickly when you're having a good time? The cliché, time flies when you're having fun, is a truism. Don't force it. If you're having trouble getting into study mode, perhaps you should do something else for a little while. If you try to study when it just isn't happening, it will not be quality study time. This reduces comprehension, stuff will not be remembered as well, and the quality of the work will suffer. We are all human. It just happens sometimes. The worst you can do is force it. For getting in the best mood for studying, the general rule of thumb should be don't make it happen, let it happen. You want the time spent studying to be of good quality, otherwise you'll be wasting your time and giving yourself a headache. Put it high on your totem pole. Okay, so the assignment might not sound like the life-changing thing to you. Everything you learn will be connected to something else, and it is all important. Put your brain into that train of thought. An important thing will be learned and remembered more easily and clearly. Get the outside thoughts out. Leave the thoughts of the outside world outside, and just pay attention to the lesson. Do one thing at a time. Focus on it, do it well, then move on to the next thing. Outside thoughts will only slow you down and not let you do your best. If there is something else that is on your mind, get it out of your mind, or physically do something about it. Otherwise, it will be a waste of your task, kind of like trying to get some serious studying done while someone is sitting next to you talking about some totally unrelated subject. 30 minutes at a time. So, you have 3 hours of homework. Scientific studies have shown that the human brain can only sit for 30 to 35 minutes before it starts to slow down and become less efficient and effective. 30 minutes into studying, get up and stretch for a minute or two. It will get the blood back into your brain, effectively waking you up. A brain that is awake will focus better, so make sure to take your stretch break. Food and drink. Try not to study on a full tummy. The body will be working hard on digesting what you just ate, and you could get sleepy faster. But don't be hungry either. Low blood sugar levels will work against you just as easily. Just eat a smaller meal. And water. When you take your stretch break, you can get some water. Not soda, not juice, not coffee. It is like a roller coaster. The sugar and stimulants in those beverages will lift you up for a while and then send you crashing down again. What goes up always comes back down. Wash your face. If you feel tired, go wash your face. Just splashing a little water on you will help. It will rejuvenate you, even if only temporarily. The chair, the table, the light. Invest in a chair that is designed for you, the right size, shape, and height. Get to a table where you can easily see the material, or books, or whatever you are working on. Get your body in a good posture. Studying in a bad posture position will easily get you a sore back or kinked neck. Get a light that will be bright enough to let you easily see what you are doing or reading. Arrange it so that it gets to the study material and not directly into your eyes. There are lights on the market that simulate sunlight. The older incandescent lights work well, but neon lights actually make some people sleepy and irritable. Keep the lights soft and warm, closer to real sunlight. Take it on the road. Have a book you need to read? Take it with you. There are lots of places where you can take a few minutes to study. There might be some time during the day when you have some spare time, waiting at the doctor's office, or getting to the studio early, or having time in between, or getting picked up late. Be prepared to make good use of it. Sleep. Some of us only need 6 hours, some 8, a few even more. Many of us have found that sleep is often cut into 2 parts. You sleep for 3 to 4 hours, then wake up for a bit, and then get another 3 to 4 hours. This is perfectly normal. Get the right amount, and, just as important as getting enough, get your sleep at the same time. Set the same time aside each night. Getting to sleep 3 hours later and waking up 3 hours later will still throw off the body's biological clock. The quality of sleep is paramount. Some tips. First, make the room dark and quiet. Second, don't eat right before bedtime. Give it an hour or two. And have nothing with caffeine or any other stimulants for 5 to 6 hours before getting to bed. Third, to help the mind rest more easily, write down the list of things that you will be doing the next day. If it is on a written list, then it won't be on your mind, so that your mind will be free to sleep better. Plan it out. If you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. Cliché, but true. If you're going to have a busy day, weekend, or week, make a list of the things you'll need to accomplish. Then look at the list and group them into 3 subgroups. Stuff that's important, stuff that's urgent, and stuff that you'd like to do but could put off for a bit. Then you'll be able to see what you need to do right away and what you can do later. Write down some notes when they are fresh in your mind. Come back to them later and see if they still make sense. You can always rewrite the order. Regularity. Spontaneity has its time and place. When the stuff you need to do become regular habits with a regular time and place, they become easier to set out to accomplish. It might take a bit of willpower and repeated efforts to set the time and place, but once you do, it falls into place much more easily. Procrastination is your enemy. Set importance on making the time in advance. If you can get it done earlier, then do so. Putting it off until a later time will not make it easier. Usually the reverse. You will be under more stress if you wait. That alone might cause less efficiency in absorbing what you need. Sometimes you'll need to make the decision to do something even though you'd really rather be doing something else. Life is filled with choices. Most often the path that looks harder now is actually the easier one in the long run. Study and do the things you need to do now, and do all the things you want to do later. Follow through. Once you've been told what to do, just keep doing it. Sounds easy. It isn't. Too often something will get in the way to make you want to cut corners or try a bit less. Never think, what is the least I can do? Always think, what is the most I can do? Attitude. The right attitude in your mind will steer the rest of you in a better direction. Find the right attitude for you and your situation. Stay out of your comfort zone. This is the old and familiar way of doing something. It is the way you'll most comfortably do things, with the least amount of thought. Your growth in every way will increase many times over when you stay outside this zone. Premeditated discipline. Get over the hump. People are naturally lazy, and they will not often see the light at the end of the tunnel that they are about to go into. How many times have you not done something, knowing full well that it was beneficial for you in some way if you had only followed through with it? Use your intelligence and push through whatever it is. Then, when you reap the rewards of the conclusion, make sure to take notes and remember the process. It will make it easier for you to start the next adventure if that lazy brain of yours can remember that the ending outweighs the initial effort. I hope some of this helps so that you can do justice to the stuff you need to do in the course of your day and still have time to devote to your art and passions. Are these things easy for everyone? Nope. Are all of these things going to work for you? Nope. Can you think of some more things to put on this list? Hopefully, yes. But with practice and discipline, you will be making the investment in becoming a better you. You can help us get the word out. Give us a like, subscribe, follow, and share.